Hey, it's Chris from the Level Show with an achievement walkthrough for Sunny Cafe, title Update 1. The game is published by East Asia Soft, developed by Game Nobility. The title update is free and adds 5 achievements for 1000 gamer score. And the update was released on April 4th, 2024. We received the review code for the game to create this content. Okay, we're gonna start off with one of the endings, the bad endings, and this one is simple. You can choose anything you want in terms of dialogue. We're gonna skip every mini game, so just choose whatever. It doesn't matter what you choose. I'm not gonna show you everything. I'm gonna skip through the video and go through only the relevant parts. And yeah, just skip everything mini game. You have to skip it. Here you might want to make a save just in case, because there is a kind of a missable thing that's gonna come up. So this, if you play the base 1000, you gotta find some like items that's highlighted, and here is one item that's gonna get you an achievement. But this one, another caveat is, if you already found it while you're going for the paid 1000 gamer score, then you can't find it again, so you're gonna have to delete all the saves and then try there. But it usually appears here, so if it's not there and you can't see it, it's behind the Elvin. But if it's not there, reload the save and keep trying, or start a new game and get to this point, because it's pretty early on in the game. It's in chapter 3, so whatever, but just keep trying, you'll get it. It's there. Okay. Now in chapter 9, I skipped to that. We gotta make some important choices. Didn't I see something about a cake baking event? The second choice, we're gonna make that. This is the only way to get to this dialogue choice here that we need for an achievement. And this one, third one, I naturally look at Alvin Zhang, and you'll get an achievement playing with the boys. And soon after, we have another 3 choices. We're gonna make the choice to text others to play some board games. It's the third choice, and that'll get you another achievement. Should I send the group text? And that's it. So we have 3 achievements already, and one for the ending. It's actually for the bad ending. That's why we're skipping everything or making any choice, doesn't matter. And then you'll get the achievement at the end once you reach here. The ending credits are unskippable, so you can wait like a minute and a half, or just quit out to the dashboard and restart the game. And we're back at the beginning of the game here, and this is probably the meat of the achievement guide that you came here for. If you tried the title update already, we're gonna go for the best ending. It requires perfect choices. We're gonna skip a few mini games, but we're gonna be perfecting every mini game as well. Are you talking about the literature building? Is the choice that we want to make. Okay, and of course we're skipping everything. We found all the items, so we're just skipping everything. We're not gonna like stop. Okay, first couple of mini games are tutorials, and they don't count for the ending. Even if you get an A, it doesn't matter. You can get a D here, it doesn't matter. So I'm gonna skip the first 2. Okay, that's first 2 mini games skipped, and we'll continue to skip all the dialogues, and I'll tell you what dialogue choices to make so that you can get to the best ending possible. There's only about 20 dialogue choices, so it's not too bad, but you do have to get the right ones on each one. And for the mini games, you do have a little bit of leeway. Of how about a slice of cake is the one you want, but for the most part, I recommend you do well. Okay. This one I decided to skip as well. You have the leeway is that you can skip 4 and then perfect. You have 13 more to go. You have to perfect at least 12 of them or 11 of them and get like great on the others. So it's up to you. You can like choose not to skip, and get great or better on every mini game, and and then you're are well on your way. But I'm playing it dangerously. The reason is the mini games take some time, and I'm trying to save a little bit of time, even if it's just like 25 seconds or whatever. So I'm gonna skip 4 mini games actually outside of the tutorials, and then I'll show you what settings you gotta use. Translator is the one you want there, and then stuff like that. I played this game several times in order to figure out what gets you the A plus grades. So I did all the homework for you. You just need to follow this guide, and because you do need two full playthroughs, it's gonna take about 50 minutes depending on how fast you're doing with the mini games. In the first playthrough you skipped all the mini games, so it doesn't take as long. Alright, so I think we're getting to the third and fourth mini games here. Okay, this one we're gonna skip. And then we should come to a choice, a dialogue choice, and we're gonna skip one more mini game. Then we'll be A plusing every mini game after that. This is bad, it doesn't look quite right. Okay, I'm not going to talk so much. Just gonna talk about the minigame settings and the dialogues, and sometimes I'm gonna just shoot some streaks with you, whatever. I don't know if that's the right expression. Okay, that's the last minigame we're gonna skip. We're gonna be A plusing every game. If you accidentally get an A on like 1 or 2 minigame, that's fine. If you get more than that, that's not fine. You're not gonna get the best ending if that happens. Nicaraguan and 15 about and 3.5, and that will get you A plus here. Next dialogue choice is coming up soon. I have my pointer already about where it's gonna happen because I played this game like 8 times. Uncle Zhang, I can't hide it if I wanted to. So, and I know what choice to make. I memorized the most of the choices and where it happens. That's what she said. It's actually the second choice. I got the pointer in the wrong place, I believe. Yeah. So that's what she said is what you want there. And then there's gonna be a couple mini games. We're gonna be A plusing them both, and I'll give you the choices. It's coming up very soon. I really enjoyed this game actually, and glad they decided to do a title update because I wasn't really expecting one for a visual novel game. Let's go. Kenya 32. You don't have to get it exact. Like it says 32 to 38 on the left, the dialogue. That's what you want. You can get it like 35. That's fine. 2.5. But you do have to get it in that range. So I'm just giving you a ballpark figure. So one more mini game of the similar type. The other type where you're pouring the water is much easier. It doesn't need any explanation. Sumatra. Again 32. Once again it says 32 to 38, so like 35 is okay. I tried to go for 32. 2.5 one more time. It says that in the recipe book there. I don't know why you would write it over your like diagram picture like that, but like a hidden pictogram. But yeah, whatever. So second choice, why would I let you go instead, is the one that's coming up. So that's why the pointer is there. And then first choice, I believe, about that. Yeah, and then the mini game is coming up where you're pouring stuff, and since this is the first time that I'm placing this mini game here, I will explain how this goes. So take the kettle, pour it, press A, there. Press Y to flip stuff over, and then memorize it, take a picture with your camera, whatever. And you gotta get it under the full marks there. So if you think you made too many mistakes and you're gonna go over, press Y to reset, and it's gonna flip over, make every card appear again and flip over. But so far I had like no problem getting the full marks ever. And then pour this, and if you don't make too many mistakes, you're gonna get an A plus. And I actually tried pouring outside of this for like 30 seconds and I still got an A. So you have a lot of room for error here. Okay, there you go, serve that drink. And then a lot of dialogues are gonna happen, and the choice is the second one. How about we wait until everyone is here to decide?
怎么会啊？对啊，大玉恒呢？
There you go, that one. And on another pouring mini game, we're gonna A plus that same way. Just pour the kettle, flip over the cards, pick the right cards, and then pour it in a line that's near perfect. And I think in one of the mini games I make a lot of mistakes and I still get an A plus. So don't worry too much if you make some mistakes. Yeah, the way I did this is I memorized maybe 2 or 3 pairs and I just quickly cut them, and then if I found one that I don't know or something like that, I'll choose a different one and see if I can pair that up. Yeah, it's pretty simple. It's only 16 cards, and like if you want the unfair advantage, just take a screenshot or photo, like take a picture. Both mini games were quite different in the PC version originally, and they kind of updated for the console. I think this updated version is much simpler and more fun. I've never played the PC version, but I've seen a video of it, and it's quite complicated. Okay. And also they took out one mini game from the main game. I don't know why. So that's why you have less room for error. Yeah, don't look at me, I'm not joining this fight. Is there a way to make both parties happy? Both first choices. When I first played this game, some of these choices were like flipped around, like depending on my playthrough, and I was confused. But after third and fourth playthroughs and beyond, and like I said, I played this game like 8-9 times, and I don't know, it never changed. It's always the same. So I'm telling you that it's the first choice, second choice and everything, but I'm also reading the full text just in case. It's better to introduce them. It's the top choice there. And then no mini games. We're at this theme park, amusement park scene, and it's a lot of dialogues, and we're gonna make like 4 or 5 choices, and then we'll be back to the cafe. Guess it's their day off or something. Yeah, these visual novel games, although I made a lot of guides for them, I really only started to play them. This is so cute, let's make fun of her, because they were like easy 1000 gamer score, and I like the challenge of playing a Japanese text game when I don't know too much Japanese. and making guides for someone like me who doesn't know Japanese but want that 1000 gamer score. And in the 360 days, those were some of the easier 1000 gamer scores. They took 1 to 2 hours. Go and ask how she's doing is the one you want. 1 to 2 hours or whatever. But now there's some English visual novel games and stuff. Way back then, my excuse was I don't speak Japanese, so I can't read the text and understand it. But now that I'm playing them in English, I still don't read them, so it feels like Cat is scared. Can she handle it? And then the next one is a second choice. The closer I get to the door, the bigger and bigger the noise gets. I know I'm not hallucinating. Okay, yeah, so I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of this genre of games. I just play them for achievements basically. And so I don't really know all the story behind these games other than like a synopsis, or if I watched animation version or like Steins Gate for example, then I know. But like a game like this that doesn't have like a manga or anime or some other thing, I don't really know too much. I'm just being honest here. And you know, you can while cat think such a thing, you can make judgments like, you know, where's the fun in that? But I get my satisfaction out of achievements, and if I can help others get the achievements, I'm happy about that. So even if I don't know any of the story or anything like that, and yeah, if I got the 1000 gamer score and I helped you get the 1000 gamer score, that's most important to me. So we're gonna apply this mini game, and this is a bean choice grinding one. Panama 25 and 2. Yeah. If you don't get the number you want, you can just press Y to remake and keep trying. Yep, A plus. And so next two mini games are the pouring ones, so just go for that, no worries. Yeah, so like yeah, that's the main reason I do achievement, guys. I like helping people. And when someone says, you know, that my guide was helpful and they got some achievements out of that, I'm really happy when I see that. So I'm especially happy when I'm like the first with the guide, or I find some unique way that's not online yet, and sharing that, that's, you know, great. I think with this game, Sunny Café, I was the first one to complete this game, and I'm the first one to complete the title update, and I'm able to provide you with this guide so that the others can also complete it in a quick manner. So that's great. For the base 1000, I was not the first, but I was the first to. That's my bad. I was not the first, but I was the first to provide you with a guide that makes it super simple, and that is a 30 to 40 minute completion. Yeah. Yeah, others have finished the game, but I haven't seen any guides. At least I couldn't find it. They may have made a guide or wrote some solutions or whatever. But anyway, another pouring game. We're gonna plus this one as well. I believe this is one of the more complicated pouring one. I don't like this pattern, or it might be coming up soon. But anyway, there's the one that has all the circle, and I don't like that one. In hindsight, maybe I should have skipped those to save time, because they take the longest. And these are not random, it's always the same, so I could have figured out which one is the one that's more time consuming, and then make the 4 skips those. But in the end, doesn't matter. I mean, and we're saving maybe 1 minute at best. Okay, there's a couple mini games done, so let's go back to making some dialogue choices. Top choice, even if I don't have a shift today, there's nothing to do. How about stopping by at Origin? And then the next choice for some reason is 1, 2, 3. I don't know why. I think it's a mistake. They left it in there. For top choice 1, that sounds like a good plan. Good idea. And then the top choice, should I ask Kathy out to the movies? These dialogue choices come pretty quick, so I'm not interjecting anything else here for now. Second choice, don't say anything, just take off your jacket. And then we got 3 mini games back to back, and we have one more dialogue choice, and this is the final dialogue choice in the game. After that, we got 1 mini game in chapter 11, 1 mini game in chapter 12, and if you did everything right, you made the right dialogue choices, you got a plus on all the mini games, then you'll get the best ending and the final achievement. Nicaragua 32.5. I said 30, but I got 31.99. That's okay because it's within the range. 2.5. And then the next one is a pouring mini games, and I believe this might be the cursed one. We'll see. Let's see if it's that one. Yeah, I hate that one. You'll see what I mean. I think you'll hate it too. Okay, kissing. If you're under age 15, close your eyes. Let's go. I don't know. It seems random. I mean, I kiss my son every day. He's 3 years old, so I don't know. I think it's pretty natural things. I mean, like totally nude adult video might be a little bit not appropriate for children, but I don't know, kissing scenes gotta be like over 12, 15. Seems very random in my opinion. I decided to flip it over because for some reason, I think one of the clicks didn't register and I was like making all the stupid choices there. So that's what you gotta do. If you make a lot of mistakes and you don't think you're gonna get a full mark, just reset. That's why these mini games are so easy, and that's why I'm not making any saves as I go for these. But feel free to make saves in the meantime if you want, just in case you wanna reset. Like I make a lot of mistakes here too. Still on A+. Yeah, basically, but do note that you're not allowed to save if the minigame has started. Like you can only save while you're on a dialogue screen, like dialogue choice screen or the people are talking screen. You cannot make a save once the minigame has started, and even before it starts, the screen where you have to click the cafe thing, that screen you cannot make a save. Just making you note of that. So if you want, just make a save like after every mini game, during some dialogue choices. If that is if you want to be playing safe, but I live dangerously, as you know. I'm an Asian, so I live dangerously. Okay, not all Asians do, but and I'm of course being sarcastic about this one. Brazilian 32.5, but my voice might be a little bit soft on this video. Sorry that my voice is sometimes quite loud, sometimes quite soft. I have a problem with my hearing sometimes, so it's very difficult for me to get the right balance. And a lot of times I'm recording when at night, like at past midnight, and I don't want to disturb my family, so trying to be a little bit quiet. Say something carrying the top choice, and this is the final choice dialogue. Hopefully you made the right choice every time. We got 2 more mini games coming. One is for the choosing the bean and the grind level. The other is for pouring. And we're coming very close to the end here. And you don't have to listen to my bullshit anymore. Yeah, I'm trying to make this a little bit more entertaining for you as you're playing and you're skipping. Obviously, you're not enjoying the story of Sunny Cafe if you're continuing to skip. Or maybe you are, then sorry for interrupting you. But okay, yep. Classroom again. So, as I said, I don't know the exact story behind it, but I think the main character is the owner, and then owner of the cafe, and then there's these like girls in the school. Is this acceptable? Like, I think the girls are like part-timers or something. Brazil 25-3. So I don't know. Tell me. So if you know the story behind this game, like, is this acceptable? Like for that guy, and then to be out on dates with these schoolgirls? I don't know. I mean, I'm a barista, so I'm just assuming that I'm not a high school student anymore. Probably I'm like 22 or whatever. Maybe even like open the cafe at a young age. I don't know. Or maybe I'm making all this story up in my head, and I watch too much, videos, too much movies or animes with this kind of themes. Not like pedophile scenes, but a lot of animations have like young, older guys and younger kids often. Not like 50 years difference or anything like that, but university students dating middle school, high school students sometimes. So I've seen it a lot in the Japanese animation, and I believe Sunny Cafe is Taiwanese or Chinese, and I don't know if it's similar there. I just don't know. Yeah, I mean, in Korea that's quite frowned upon. I mean, I guess it happens, but they don't usually do it openly in Korea. So yeah, I don't know how it is in other cultures. I'm curious. So that's it. We've done all the mini games. We made all the choices. We're just skipping to the end. And once the endings credit starts, achievement should pop, and you get the achievement for I found you, and that should be your title update completion, 1000 gamer score. And once again, the origins of coffee, if you already found it previously, you do have to delete your save everywhere and then try again. But other than that, everything else should be no problem to get. Yeah, so that's it. Thanks for watching. I'm Sangrius from the Hidden Levels. Subscribe, like, and as I said, I love comments, so leave some for me. And then I'll see you with another guide very soon.